Hi, my name is Hunter, and today we're going to talk about the term accounting. Now, I know this term can be a little boring, uninteresting, and a lot of people stray away from it. But I don't think that those same people know the avenues that come with the term accounting. They're very beneficial to your future life, and I feel like it's something that everyone should know about. When I was in high school, I had the option my senior year of taking a math course, I think it was calc, or accounting, and I took accounting not knowing all of the knowledge that I would take with me now, and honestly, it comes up in my everyday life. For instance, when I was doing my taxes, when I first got a new job, I could see like how they were doing payroll and things like that. And so today, I would like to discuss with you 3 reasons why I think you should take an accounting course or just learn a little bit more about accounting. So those 3 reasons are: it prepares you for budgeting, it correlates any business, and the 3rd reason is it correlates with taxes. So the first reason that we're going to discuss is it prepares for budgeting. I'm a huge budgeter, my boyfriend's a huge budgeter, we budget everything. From how much our bills are, how much we're eating out in a month, how much we get to spend a week. Those are things that are important, and I feel like it's not important until you start doing those small changes as to how much you get a week, how much gas you're spending. Like, it's easy to spend money and not know how much money you're spending, especially if, for instance, me, I cannot have cash. If I have cash, I blow it because I don't really have that track of those expenses because it was cash. I mean, I have the receipts, but for instance, if I use my card, I can see, for instance, I use this at Speedway, I use this at Walmart. Like, just those small things add up for me. So budgeting has been a huge saver for us with our money. And I came across a website called Kron. It talks a little bit about budgeting and just some things that budgeting can help with. For instance, tax write-offs. This past year in February when I did my taxes, I was able to write off all the books that I bought them from Chegg, but if say you bought them from the school store, I had the information wrote down, like how much they were, when I bought them. And so since I had this information, I was able to write off those on my taxes. I wouldn't suggest doing this if you don't have that information because it can get risky with proving it, but just I budgeted for that when I was getting ready to buy them, and I had those expenses wrote down, so I was able to track them, and I got to write them off of my taxes. Another thing that it talks about, which I thought was really cool, I never really thought about, is there's a thing called depreciation accounting, and you can give a list of vehicles, equipment that you use. You can write down all those things and give it to an accountant, and they can kind of track the depreciation value over the years, so you can budget to save up to buy new things as they depreciate, which I thought was really interesting. I never really thought about that, but it's really cool if you think about it. The second reason that I think you should look into an accounting course is business. It doesn't matter. You're going to work for either yourself, own your own business, or you're going to work for someone, which is going to be a business. So it's kind of nice to know how they run the business, payroll, expenses, for instance. How, say you go out to lunch, it's good to know, are you gonna get paid for that? If, for instance, I work at a title company, and when one of our salespeople go out to lunch with a realtor to get their business, we reimburse them the money. Does your company do that? It's just nice to know the small things that we don't really think as accounting, but really are accounting. So I came across a website called sba.gov, and it kind of just discussed business tips if you own a business, but really it correlates to anything to know. And it's just things that you should write down, keep track of, which some of them I didn't even think of. Receipts, you should keep a track of your receipts because like I mentioned before, you can use them for tax write-offs, or with your business, you could get deals. And canceled checks, payroll, your bills, financial statements, just stuff like that. It's good to really know. And also another example that I wanted to bring to your attention, I had a friend start a job. This was her first job. This was 2 years ago. She got taxes taken out of her payroll, right? She didn't know what they were for. Like, I knew because I took accounting that they take Social Security, Medicare, like, but not everyone knows that. But if you take an accounting course, you're going to see, because you do a payroll worksheet and examples, you'll see kind of those small things that matter within your payroll, or like retirement funds, things that you can sign up for, you learn through accounting. The third reason that I think that you should take accounting is taxes. You can't get away from taxes. You're always going to have to do taxes throughout your life, and they're not easy. Like, I mean, they're easy when you're young, but as you get older and married and how you're filing, that stuff is so confusing. But in accounting, you do a worksheet, which I'm going to show you this is a basic tax form. That's confusing. Like, you look at it and you're confused. I was very confused when I first did that, but when you break it down, it makes more sense. But if you don't know, like, you're going to do your taxes and the accountant is doing your taxes, you're not going to know what that stuff means. It's just nice to be able to have a basic understanding. Like, you're not going to remember everything, but if you know some, then it makes it worthwhile to take it and feel like you're not getting cheated of what you deserve. So those are 3 reasons that I think that you should take accounting. I've taken many courses in my education journey, and I truly do feel like accounting has been the course that matters the most to me. I remember in high school always saying, when will this show up in my future? That this course comes up like at least once a year. I mean, taxes, your payroll at work, that's 2 times a month or whenever you get paid. Just the small things that you don't think matter but really do and show up. So today I discussed the 3 reasons why I think you should take accounting. It prepares you for future budgeting, correlates with a business and taxes. And I know it's frightening, but take the jump, do it. You have to know this knowledge. It's so beneficial to you. Take a course.